We haul our boat around on our boat trailer. Some of us haul them for thousands and thousands of miles every year. Some of us don't haul it too much. But it's real critical. What's the most important thing we ought to check every now and then, maybe every month or so, before we take our boat trailer out on the highway? Good morning, guys and girls. June 23. I hear the geese hollering in the background. Barely. There's a lot of them here on Lake 10 Kilo. I promise you. They get some of them back there in the background somewhere. Reading from a Catch a Better Life book on the Catch a Better Life channel on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed to it. You want a copy of this book, you can get it at jimmyhouston.com. Buy all kinds of merchandise there, or t-shirts, or hats, rods and reels, Jimmy Houston rods and reels, just incredible buys. We'll be happy to personalize, autograph this book to you if you'll just let us know who you want it to. If you want it to yourself, we can do that as well. We'll send it to whomever you want it sent to. Today in June 23, we're looking at John 8:36. It says, "If the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed." If the Son makes you free, S-O-N, that's Jesus. Catch and release bass fishing is a staple in today's tournament rules. I don't really know of any tournaments where they keep them in bass fishing. When we started fishing, and even several years into our tournament career, keeping bass was the ticket. We actually kept all the bass and killed them, gave them to a local charity or a local nursing home or a kids group or something, gave them away. No one released them. For many years on our television shows, we received hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of letters every single year asking why we threw the bass back. Everybody thought it was such a waste to throw those bass back. Catch and release has definitely made bass fishing better. That's one of the key reasons bass fishing today is better than it's ever been. Catch and release. It's okay to keep a few. I tell you that. It's okay to keep a few and eat them. It's okay. Keep the smaller ones, turn all the bigger ones back. At our lakes there on Twin Eagle Ranch, at our lakes there, we like to keep most of the bass under 14 inches, as a matter of fact. We don't begin to keep near all of them under 14 inches. We probably should. Fortunately, our God that we serve practices catch and keep. Once we give our lives to Him, once we make Him Lord of our lives, He never lets go. He never lets go, no matter what we do. But He does when we get saved, when we ask Him to be Lord of our life, turn our life over to Him. He does free us from all of our past sins. He frees us from all of our bad habits. He frees us from addictions. And if you get saved when you're young, like I did at 12 years old, He saves you from getting involved in a lot of the bad stuff. He saves us from poor decisions. And He saves them from a lot of other mistakes we make. I've made plenty of mistakes in my lifetime. No telling how many I would have made had I not been a saved, born-again Christian from 12 years old on. He also frees us from some of the bad things that's been passed down to us from generation to generation. Parents that use drugs, generally their kids use drugs. Parents that get hooked on alcohol, generally their kids will get hooked on alcohol. Parents that lie and steal and cheat, their kids will do the same thing. You can teach your kids whatever you want to teach them by just acting that way, good or bad. The good thing is that if you give them a great example, they're going to grow up and be just like you. But God can free us from some of those things that have been passed on from generation to generation. You can be the generation breaker in your family. Break those addictions, break those bad things, break that lying, break that stealing. How wonderful to know that we are His. We are God's always. And He's able, perfectly able, to set us free from whatever we need to be set free from in order to live a more happy, joy-filled life. Here's our tip for today. Talking about boat trailers, be sure to check your boat trailer wheel bearings occasionally. Now, a lot of the newer trailers, like our Ranger Trail trailers, have hubs that are built specifically where you don't have to really do that too much. It's a good situation. They're built with a lubricated hub. A lot of boat trailers out there, a lot of the older boat trailers, even a lot of the new ones, you still need to check those hubs. Check and make sure that you don't have any water in them. Make sure your wheel bearings have got plenty of grease in it, because when that breaks down out on the road, it's a big problem. Actually, many boats have caught on fire because of wheel bearings not having any grease in them. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. Remember, stay happy, stay full of joy. I sure do love you.